Yeah, I used to really like doing cough syrup. It was good, I liked it. Cough syrup was, it made me feel happy. I liked to do it and it made me feel happy. Mm. I mean, come on then. I mean, look at this. Guess it's true what they say. That doesn't make sense, what I was about to say. So we'll just delete that from the archive. Hmm. Hmm. Let me ask y'all something. What do y'all think about these things, these crystals that supposedly have powers? And like, you can put them in things, or I think you like aim it at something, or if it's something like this, see, you can aim that at other crystals, and then it makes it the energy pathway, I think. Or at least that's what they said on that uh, German documentary that I watched on YouTube that you can watch too because it's free. Once again, that's why YouTube is the best social media website. Um, you got to sympathize with racist people because I used to be racist too. It just means that you're raised that way and that you haven't lived enough life to expose yourself to culture, to really just kind of open your mind and just see that everyone is more or less just like, people that want to basically get along with and, live good and all that. Most people are like that. But if they're racist, it's probably because they was raised to be racist and they never really left where they was raised. And being from Tennessee, born and raised here, trust me, I know all about that. But the deep South represent. But you know, just go talk to people. They just didn't leave their area. They didn't have some good experience. Thankfully, my parents moved me to Atlanta when I was a little kid, where there was plenty of just, plenty of like black people. I was around Asians for the first time. 'Cause where I was from, there's like blacks, legal immigrants, Mexicans. That's what I mean by legal immigrants. But it feels weird maybe calling them that. Maybe just call them like people who migrated to this country. um, and didn't follow that country's government's requests. Anyway, so like, oh man, that's a big nutshell. That's a huge nutshell I could open because I forgot what I was talking about. But I'll just say it. I think that the southern hemisphere. I mean, wait a minute. I don't think there is a southern hemisphere. The western hemisphere is, um, more or less, we're all the same. It's like in our cultures, kind of. Mostly like same religions, same kind of practices. I think like the borders. I don't know. Ideally, I kind of would like to see the borders open totally on the Western Hemisphere. The Eastern Hemisphere, I don't know. Because to be honest with you, those people are a bit alien to me. I see some things on the internet, video evidence of like, you know, I don't really know what's going on over there, but seems to be a lot of crazy things happening over there. And even though America can be crazy, I don't know what's going on over there. Let's just put it that way. I don't know. It would be interesting to see what happens if we just open up all borders, period. All borders, period. If we just opened it up, I can tell you I'd head south. I'd head south and find somewhere tropical, close to an ocean, warm, warm and pretty rainy year round. Maybe a jungle, an ocean. Like, I would live on an island if it wasn't too far, like from a mainland, maybe. But who knows? Maybe living in Hawaii would be really cool. I don't know. I'm not sure how I would like living. The Hawaiian Islands are the most secluded islands on the entire Earth, 5,000 miles till the nearest land mass. So it'd be interesting. I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't know if I get island fever or if I would love it. If I would just feel so like free and liberated, and if I could just sense all the calmness, because you are kind of away from all the chaos of the world. It would seem, you know, maybe I would feel like that. Um, yeah. Hmm. I wish I remember what I was talking about before I got sidetracked again. Actually, what I was trying to make this video to pretend that I was making some kind of audition tape for myself to be on the Joe Rogan Experience. I don't know why I would ever be on there. There's no particular reason he would ever have to invite me onto his podcast. I mean, I'm just, he couldn't really bring me on and be like, oh, well, tell this audience about this. I don't know. I'm just not special. I'm not specialized in any particular subject. But they seem like some cool guys to get to know. I mean, imagine really being friends, like for real, with Joe Rogan and Joy Diaz and that Lee Syatt guy and Brian Redban and Duncan Trussell and Sam Tripoli and Bert Kirshner and Martha Stewart and Martha Stewart's husband, Tom Segura. Man, who else is really cool on that show? Did I mention Bert Kirshner? I did, didn't I? He's got a lot of cool people that come on that show, man. Graham Hitchcock. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to mention Graham Hitchcock. Like, wow. I feel ashamed of myself. He's like on the Mount Rushmore of the JRE mountain. Like, man, Randall Carlson, of course. John Anthony West for sure. Um, I didn't even care about Egypt. I really didn't. I had no interest in it until those dudes started talking about it. I just thought I was like, okay, people drug rocks and stacked it into a shape in the middle of the desert. Who cares? And then they started like telling all these like mystical things about it. I was like, oh, I didn't even know it was like that. I thought people were just making triangles out of rocks in the desert. I didn't know why everyone was so fascinated. Yeah. Um, man. Okay, who else on the Joe Rogan podcast is awesome? Pretty much every MMA fighter. I'm a huge fan of MMA, and it fits Joe Rogan's. He's like the he's the UFC commentator, dude. You know, thank God he is. If they get rid of Joe Rogan, they got rid of Mike Goldberg, which I'm a Mike Goldberg fan because I'm a fan of he seemed like a cool guy. I like his personality. Seems like a cool dude to hang out with. But oh, and he lives in Phoenix too. I lived there. I lived there once. I live in Tennessee, but um, man, if they get rid of Joe Rogan, that just won't be the same. That just won't be the same. Every UFC fan I talk to thinks it'd be a terrible idea to get rid of Joe Rogan, and I completely agree. Um, I But Daniel Cormier is a great commentator. I really like that dude as a commentator. This is kind of a special time, really, if you think about it. Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier commentating together. Um, that one dude, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. He's got a shaved head. Not Erwani, but he's a commentator like Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier. Maybe his name is John. I'm not sure, but I'm not that familiar with him. This is only like the I've only seen like maybe 3 or 4 events with him commentating. Really, pay-per-view events with him commentating. And I know Daniel Cormier because of course he's was light heavyweight champion. In my eyes, still the light heavyweight champion. I I just he is still the light heavyweight champion, actually, isn't he? Right? No, wait, someone. No, wait a minute. He's still the light heavyweight champion. Yeah. And I think that's the rightful thing to do. When you have someone who follows the rules and then someone who disobeys the rules, well, be fair. Be fair about it. If you cheat, if it appears that you cheated, and the general consensus is that people are saying that it appears that you cheated, and that's what most of them think, then what they're going to do, it should be expected that what they're going to do is to say, well, we think you cheated, so you didn't really win, um, to be expected, right? Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's really going on? But Michael Bisping, man, let me just say, I started watching that fight, and immediately he looked really slow. Like he caught a body kick, and then he like that one commentator worded it as he went like hunting with the right hand, I think is what he said, and that right hand just looked like really slow. But then he got in a couple of good like shots. So I was like, okay, he's picking up some speed, but he just looked really slow, really really early on. And then I started thinking like, did he really anticipate for this? Like I'm sure he was still in pretty good shape after the fight, right? He would have to be. He just like had a big fight. He was ready for it. So, but then when he recovered, I'm starting to wonder like how close to the fight did he know he was going to take the fight? Did he in those days after the fight and before he knew that he was going to get the fight? What did he do there in those days? Was he training or was he just eating junk food? See, that makes like a huge difference. That probably makes a huge difference. But man, like you got to give him respect for being willing to get right back in there. Michael Bisping is the definition of a warrior. Dude, that dude was a warrior through and through to like go through what he went through with GPS, uh, GSP, and and GPS is how I got back home today. Um, my family's 4 hours away, but saw him for Thanksgiving. But to to go through that with GSP and then get right back in there like that, dude, that's crazy. I mean, he's for sure like a warrior. And man, like if you're a fan of a sport, like he deserves your utmost respect because he's as tough as they come. Listen, dude, he's blind in one eye. Go look at his eyes. Go look at a picture of his eyes, okay? He's blind in one eye. He is like literally blind in one eye fighting in the UFC every 3 weeks. Who do you know? Who do you know that is blind in one eye and fights every 3 weeks? I just spit everywhere. I'm sorry, it's gross. For real though, man. He's cool, man. He's awesome. I would totally like to hang out with that dude. I would like to hang out with that dude, man. That would be awesome if me and him got to hang out sometime. He's got to be a really interesting dude. He's got to be crazy. He has got to be crazy, man. He's got to be. I love crazy people. I love crazy people, man. They're the best. They really are. Crazy people are the funniest too. I love crazy people, man. Put me in a room full of crazy people any day. I don't want to go to your Holiday Inn or stay at your Hotel Express. I don't know if there is something called a Hotel Express. What am I thinking of? Something Express? There's Holiday Express, right? Where's that Holiday Inn? Holiday Inn? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how. You know, it'd be cool. I just thought about because I watch horror movies. If if like I was making this video and then like while I didn't know it, there's like haunted things going on in the background, like in the mirror. Actually, that wouldn't be funny at all. I actually wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that at all. Actually, that'd probably ruin my life. Yeah, dude, life would not be good after that. Yeah, never mind. I don't want that to happen. Find out that you're recording videos and haunted spirits are following you. Yeah, dude. No. Because I mean, really though, let's just think about this. What if you really knew, like every time you record yourself at night, like on camera, no matter with what camera you record yourself with, like you clearly see that there are like these haunted spirits following you. Holy shit, that would not be cool, man. Paranormal Activity is the scariest movie of all time ever made. It's all ever time made. Paranormal Activity is because I'm actually scared right now because I'm like because like I don't know, man. I just look freaky. I'm shutting the door. Conor McGregor walk. I like it. I like that walk. It's a good walk. So lets people know. This might be my girlfriend. Lets people know. Oh no, this is Final Fantasy. How rude of me. Oh, but she did text me 2 minutes ago. It's proper to text your girlfriend back even if you're making a YouTube video. Because if you're in a relationship with a girl, your life will be much easier and better if you keep her happy. Believe me. If you give her problems, man, your whole life is gonna be problematic. You know, when you take on a relationship with another person, that person becomes like 50% of you. And it's like it's not like you can just have a great life when they're not having a great life. That is not the way relationships work. That is not the way relationships work. That is something that I have learned at the age of 30. By the way, I like Primus a lot. I just basically got into them like this year, so I'm pretty excited. I need to like look into their music, but I want to wait until I get a really good pair of earphones or headphones. And this video is nearing the 20-minute mark. I don't know how long videos can be. I do not know. I like my beard. But okay, here's one thing I will say before we get off of here. I really don't remember what I was going to say. I don't remember what I was going to say to you guys, but okay. Okay. Here's another thing that we have to talk about. We don't have to talk about anything. I just want to say give your respects to Michael Bisping, please. And don't insult him on Twitter, which is something I just talked about in my previous video. So, yeah, give your respect to Michael Bisping. Don't insult him. And try not to be too distracted by my face tattoo because that shit's distracting the fuck out of me right now. See, I usually am not staring at my face, so like I don't ever notice that I got a fucking huge fucking stripe across my face. But now that like I'm seeing myself on video, out of the corner of my eye and then seeing myself down on screen on there, that's fucking distracting as fuck. It's like I can't even tell what facial emotions I'm making, or what my eyes are saying, or where my eyes are looking, because um, I'm damn too distracted by that thing. But hey, whatever. I mean, I don't have any regrets, honestly. I don't have regrets. Uh, See, this is important things. When your girlfriend texts you and says the pains of life about my hair not being very long, I wish my hair was longer. These are things you have to pay attention to. These are what keeps your girlfriends happy. To guys, we hear like, my hair is just too short. I just wish my hair was longer. It's just, oh, I just wish it was longer. We're just like, well, yeah, yeah. Well, hey, it'll grow. It'll grow. It'll get longer. Just be patient. That's the way it works. We can be like that. But man, hey man, if 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 it's important to the people around you, even if you find it silly, you have to make an attempt to like recognize that it's important to them and be like, okay, dear, I see that upset you. I know the feeling. My hair's been short too. These these dreadlocks took a few years. I remember being patient. Your hair will get longer though. Your hair will get longer. Be there, supporter or whatever. I think that's um I think that's what an individual may want to do if they are attempting to be good in a relationship. I guess I was speaking from the guy part though. Hey, maybe some girls don't care about their hair. Maybe it's the guys in the relationship that care about their hair. Who's to say that I wouldn't really care about my hair if it was cut up short? Um, I just took a picture of myself on accident. All right, I am replying to her, baby, making a YouTube video. What I said, YouTube. It's a typo. Okay. I think that I'm just going to like. It's probably really rude to text and make a video, right? Probably very boring for you. So I will stop preaching about how to be good in relationships as if I really know what the hell I'm talking about. Alright, this is the end of the video. Goodbye.